Alright, let's go, man. 64 bars from the also Nokz. That's what we're gonna react to right now. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to his YouTube channel. Don't be dogs. Let me pull this up right now. Let's get straight into it, man. And I'm a big fan of the 64 bars because I feel like in the 64 bars when artists do this, I remember Lissy did this. Now Nokz is doing it. I always feel like the artist is really opening up to us and giving us some information about them that we don't already know. So I feel like that's what we're gonna get from Nokz. I feel like we're gonna get a little bit into the way he thinks and what motivates him, and I think that's what he's gonna use these 64 bars to do. And so let's go. Nokz, Redbull 64 bars. Let's go. Oh, Redbull. The man's got wings for sure.
I said, man, it's crazy when I start to think back a bit. But I know I work hard, so I know that this ain't no accident.
Alright. I'm gonna try and let this go through the whole thing, but I just want to give a quick shout out to the bro Brandon and my also Ezra James, who are part of this project as well. They do an amazing job. But let's go. This is all about Nokz.
I said, man, it's crazy when I start to think back a bit. But I know I work hard, so I know that this ain't no accident. Came a long way from packing flips, drunk freestyles in the back of the whip. Wish bro was here to outstack these chips, still push to the maximum. Cause they hate it once it all kicked off. But it's gas, no brakes, no pit stops. Came a long way from rocking flip-flop bags, school shots bust up with ziplocs. That's why some of them still pissed off. Bro, I already knew it. Know some of them wish I blew it. Some of them hated, now I got them asking how did he do it. But I don't
Ain't that the
tell no
truth?
secrets, good team. Couldn't find a weakness, written off by all my teachers. Now I'm a star boy like the weekend. I went from being a host to doing the most like Ryan Seacrest. Came a long way from being broke. No joke, all we had was weak pics. Now it's get to the bag and check. I told my boys got better, but they just see the flex, didn't see what
Oh,
to
like
get
the
it.
switch
I know
up there.
some of them now regret it. Left me on a thread like Reddit. They said it wasn't real, then I signed a deal. Now they asking where's my credit, but I got none for them. Tell that side I'm done.
Nah, man, you like that, and I feel I'm gonna go back a little bit here, but a lot of the journey, because when we see a Polynesian artist out there, when they're first beginning, we don't believe. When they first put out their first thing, we don't believe in them, right? Because I don't know if it's just we just don't think Polynesians are good at stuff like this. Like Polynesians are supposed to stick to playing rugby, and we see someone trying to make music. It's not the norm, is what I'm trying to say. And so in the beginning of an artist's journey, we're just like, meh. And then when they blow up, oh boy, I listened to that guy right from the start. I listened to him when nobody cared about him. It's how it goes. It's just how it goes. And that's why these artists really appreciate their real ones, their day ones. They remember those dudes. They remember you if you're a day one. They know you if you just hopped on the wagon. They know these guys paying attention. These guys aren't stupid, man. But Nokz sharing his insight of what the doubts that people had in him, right? And when people doubt somebody, you really do the individual disservice, because you never know. Like, some people can use that as motivation, but some people might flop from that and they'll go away from their dream. But shout out to Nokz for pushing along. And F those teachers, man. These teachers don't know shit. You grow up and you look back now and you're like, man, these teachers really don't know shit.
It all kicked off, but it's gas, no brakes, no pit stops. Came a long way from rocking flip-flop bags, school shots bust up with ziplocs. That's why some of them still pissed off. Bruh, I already knew it. Know some of them wish I blew it. Some of them hated, now I got them asking how did he do it. But I don't tell no secrets, good team. Couldn't find a weakness, written off by all my teachers. Now I'm a star boy like the weekend. I went from Being a host or doing the most like Ryan Seacrest. Came a long way from being broke. No joke, all we had was Weet-Bix. Now it's get to the bag and check. I told my
I
boys
still
to
eat
get it,
Weet-Bix.
but they just see the flex, they see what we did to get it. I know some of them now regret it.
I'm sure he does too.
Like Reddit. They said it wasn't real, then I signed a deal. Now they're asking where's my credit, but I got none for them. Tell that side I'm done with them. I think it's weird. The grind is lonely. Funny how the fame it comes with friends. Watch your homies, cause most of the hate you get stuff from your ends. Cause they all wanna see you grow. Till you start to outgrow them, but that's the game. Gotta make sure your mind is
All
right.
facts.
Brother, I've known my whole life. I wasn't made for a 9 to 5. In this game, and the strong survive. Swear these days, all I do is right. Bright cap for the people ahead of me now, cause I know our team will blow when the time is right. And the time is right. Trying to get checks
Belief.
long. Man, gotta stay headstrong, cause the hardest thing about the grind, telling your kids it'll be the next song, then it's not. And still coming into the studio,
that's
trying to
deep.
make your best song. Knowing one day I'll get to say, choose whatever you want from the restaurant, go get new shit. You bum. Right, do I look like them? My whole team's still eating up crumbs.
Holy okay, let me get back because I really like the point that he brought up here.
I'm made for a 9 to 5. In this game and the strong survive. Swear these days all I do is right. Bright cap for the people ahead of me now, cause I know our team will blow when the time is right. And the time is right. Trying to get checks long. Man,
Where
gotta
is
stay
that?
headstrong, cause the hardest thing about the grind, telling your kids it'll be the next song, then it's
Oh yeah, it's like you do one song and you're expecting it to blow up and it doesn't, and then the people that are believing in you are like, you're wasting your time. We need you to do this, make money. Like we need this, and you know you have this self belief in yourself that you know you're gonna crack it. All right, it wasn't this track, but I promise, it's gonna be the next track. And if it's not that track, it's gonna be the next one. It's like the self belief that the Uso has in himself is actually very inspiring. Like it is, man, and you can feel the passion in his words, the way he delivers the lyrics, and you see it in the face, you see it in the video. I feel it. This guy means business, and then you guys think he hasn't made any progress? Pff, you're kidding yourself. His debut was the warm up, right? Like that's probably one of the best debuts I've ever seen from any artist in Australia and New Zealand on this side of the world. And to see that to this, good things coming, man.
It's not, and still coming into the studio trying to make your best song. Knowing one day I'll get to say, choose whatever you want from the restaurant, go get
I wish I could say that. I try to say
do I
that.
look like them? My whole team's still eating up crumbs. How do I look wearing new TNs? Then I go home and look at my mum. How she's still trying to pay her rent. So they ask me when will I stop my old show. I won't stop till I'm dead.
People do that.
Stop till my people are fed.
People do that. They buy themselves all these things, all these luxury stuff, and just to make themselves look good. Make themselves look good for the gram. But then they're back home, and there's a struggle going back home. But you don't care as long as you look good. I think with everything that Nokz, he's sharing his experience here, but you know, I'm sure he's seen people like this. And, you know, you see people like that and it makes you like, I don't want to be that guy. You know, and sometimes we're guilty of this where we put ourselves over our family, our parents. Right? But I think it's important that, you know, we take care of the struggles before we want to make ourselves look a certain way for the gram. So there's a message here as well.
Till my sons ride around in Benz. To every hater thinks we're bakers when they see us stuck in this bread. Till that one sweet day mum says she raised her boys to men. And I can finally send
Like that.
that text, go home, you never have to work again. See, that's the difference. There's a reason to why we do this. Bro, I love this shit so much cause at one point all I had was the music. And now my team got a platform, it'll be wrong for us not to use it. But I told Lockie we'll make it, and I spend every day trying to prove it. I'll spend every day till I lose it, huh?
Can you pick up the mic and drop it? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Nokz. that bangs, man. That's real. That's real shit. The real shit you want to hear. The real shit you want to listen to, because it's the real shit that resonates with you. I like hearing about somebody's journey because it tells me why the person moves the way that they move. It tells me a lot about who they are. Makes me understand why they work so hard to make it to a certain level, and why they don't accept that level and want more for themselves and more for their families. I don't think there's enough of this in the music game, to be honest. There's a lot of bullshit that gets spread just because maybe people feel that's what people want to hear and that's what sells. But I think real is what always sells. What's real will always thrive. That's just the way it is. That's just how it's been. It's always been that way. And I can really appreciate when an artist is giving us real shit straight from the heart, and I felt that Nokz gave that here. It really let us in. What drives him? What motivates him? His goals, what he wants out of this. He lets us know that he loves this. That's what I want to hear. I love this. You can say it, and but can you can we see it? Can we see it in your work? I see that here with the Uso, and I just want to shout out Nokz, Brandon, the Uso is James. You guys did a fantastic job. Shout outs to Castile Records, and shout outs to you people. Keep showing our artists love. Appreciate this track, man.